And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to episode number 20 of the Gary and Harry Radio Show.
Got a dub.
Special thank you to Power 108.9 and the M. Alex Broadcasting Company. Episode 20, here we go.
Yes, sir. 20 in the building. 20 spot, man. How we feeling? Andrew back in the building.
What's going on?
Representing this Ducks today.
Today's the day.
East Coast, West Coast, we got a bunch of games today. 3:30 is a hot power hour.
It is. It is. Now, we have a hot hour when it comes right after we get done with the show with these no's, baby.
Yeah, definitely not going to speed through this. We're going to take our time. Special thank you to Mike once again.
Man.
But like 12:01, we're going to be parking it somewhere, Yard House maybe, just
Somewhere.
trying to watch the game as
Something.
neutral territory.
Figure this out.
Florida State against Clemson. Mike, any chance you got some horns available for the Knowles?
It's a good chance. It's a good chance.
That'd be
to
like
have
DJ
some.
Khaled. We're more so like a.
We need it. We need it.
I mean, we got the old Braves
Ryan
chant
also
still.
in the building rocking her Oregon jersey.
That's right.
Ryan supporting as well. Quack. Am I saying it right?
Sko Ducks.
Oh, go Ducks. Sorry.
Sko Ducks.
Sko Ducks.
Sko Ducks.
All right.
SKO.
Minnesota-ish. Not Skull.
Like a
Skull.
That's Sko. Yeah.
Close.
Interesting.
Heard.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Did not know that.
All right. Well, sounds good to me. 20 spot, episode 20. Thanks for everybody that's been rocking with us for all 20 episodes.
Most importantly, for most of your smell good needs,
There you go.
visit RyanBeasley.com.
Yeah.
Hey.
Promo code GHS10.
Been rocking that from the beginning.
Sko Ducks.
Sko Ducks. Sko
All right,
Ducks.
so that's leading into the get it off my chest. I just want to get it off my chest. We got to get this today for these no's, baby.
Yeah.
We got to get this today. Too many times losing to Clemson. I don't like it. It's aggravating. We have to beat Dabo, and get him out of here.
Same person.
Same. Yeah, I agree.
Chick-fil-A school, whatever you want to call them. But at
Yeah.
the end of the day, I'm
Mister
looking
don't like the
forward
portal.
to a possible LSU-ish game.
Yeah, I hope
A
so.
little slow start in the first half. Noon game anyways. Hard to kind of wake up for some of those.
Mm-hmm.
Second half, I'm thinking they're going to pull away.
I think they will too. Talent wise, I think we have what we need to make it happen. Regardless, Travis is going to bounce back, get us a good game, and yeah, man, that's all I need. That's all I really had for real.
Is Travis healthy?
Yes, but
yes.
that was what just reminded me of the get it off my chest.
Hit me.
I need you, Jordan Travis. I'm looking at you. I need you to be safe.
Yes,
right.
please.
There you go.
I need you to get
Please.
out of bounds. I need you to hit your receivers,
Slide.
but do not create extra after the play's over. You're clearly one of the best athletes on the field.
Yes.
But to go Pop Warner style, 60 yards to the left, run around, and then go another 60 back the other way.
Very dangerous.
You're wasting your gas tank. Just be safe. Let's get through each game, one game at a time.
I agree.
Most importantly, we need you, sir.
We definitely need you, but at the same time too, don't overthink it. Like you're saying, all the back and forth. Don't
Keep it simple.
keep it really simple, man. They had now one thing I will say about Clemson is they have some people on that defense now. That defense is pretty nice.
They continuously put people in the league.
Exactly. Got Jeremiah Trotter Jr. out there at linebacker. Shout out to his pops. He was a dog. Shout out to Jeremiah Trotter. But people, names like that they have on that defense. So we got to come ready to play. But I think we'll have an extra fire today.
You know, I had a Trotter Eagle jersey at one point in my life as
He
a
was
kid.
a dog, man. He was a monster.
I would say people that even don't really know the Eagles or the NFL like that, you could easily go back to those teams and rattle off 4 names now.
Oh yeah.
Him being one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Brian Dawkins,
Another.
Javon Curse.
Another one.
Feel like somebody else on that in that secondary. I'm forgetting. But yeah, that was a good Eagles team. They gave
Asante Samuel, technically, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. He was part of one of those defenses. That defense and those teams gave us a fit in the playoffs and destroyed the DVD situation that the Falcons had going on with Vic, Duckett, and Dunn.
That could have been something special.
Man, that was a good time, that DVD, man. That was a good time. Duckett, Dunn, Vic, we was rolling, man. DVD was amazing. You got anything for me to get off your chest? I know you.
Oh, shoot. All right.
Talk to me.
33 years I've been an Oregon Duck fan. All right.
Uh-oh.
Today is the day that everyone is talking about. Congratulations to Colorado for actually being somewhat of
Coach
an interesting
Prime.
team.
Coach Prime,
3
baby.
games, did well. What, the 5th most watched game of all time in college football?
Yes.
That Colorado State game. Great for you.
Oh,
It went into 2 a.m.
2 a.m. Perfect. West Coast obviously had nothing else to do. Game day was there. We get it. We
gonna
get
be
it.
good.
We get it. Ramon Solemn, Oni, Heisman winner from Colorado,
Yes.
passed away in 1996 or 2016. R.I.P. But one of the greats.
Yep.
Now you're gonna play this team. This is Oregon, all right?
Oh, God.
This is mother effing Oregon, all right? We are not some TCU that has 0 returners. We're not a washed up Matt Rule Nebraska team. We're definitely not almost Division One FCS team Colorado State that you guys barely beat. This is Oregon in Oregon at the loudest stadium in the world, close to it, West Coast wise. West Coast wise. Playing against Dan mother effing Lanning. And that defense that is going to stomp you in there like it's toast on a easy
God.
Sunday.
Whoa! Hottest take ever. So wait a minute.
There it is.
So wait a minute.
Go
Hold on.
Ducks.
Wait a minute.
Go Ducks.
Wait a minute. Okay, I get your Sko Ducks.
Man.
But you telling me the 21 they covering
The
that? They covering
disrespect
the 21?
Oregon is getting right now for not covering that 21. The disrespect. And I get it. Everybody's flash in the pan kind of mentality right now. But Dion, using this whole personal thing, understand this very quickly. Dan Lanning and prime time have nothing to do with how the outcome of this game is going to go.
I can agree
has
with that.
nothing to do with it.
Man, you gave me goosebumps. Wow.
That's a real one, man.
I hope
I like it.
I hope y'all are backing up what you're saying.
Like I said, man, you really the 21 points.
And I'm not even gonna say points. I'm just gonna say right here, right now. It's not even points, including they can win by 1, 50, 1,000 if they want.
Dub's a dub.
A dub is a dub.
No, I agree with that.
This is a the game of wins and losses. All right.
Yeah.
And they only come down to inches. That they always say in
Game of inches
any given Sunday.
always, yeah.
Game of inches. This team will win by a landslide, but it also could be close. But
calling it
and
close.
I'm telling it right now, they are not losing this game. No way.
Man.
That's off my chest.
Shout out to Rich and Harper. Rich and Harper just walked in the
Welcome
building.
in,
What's up, guys?
welcome in.
How we
What's
doing?
going on? Whew.
Yeah, that was a good way to start, man.
Good
Yeah.
way to start.
I'll
way
go
to
into more
start.
details when we talk about it later. So.
Okay. all right.
Speaking of inches,
Oh God.
take it easy, everybody. Take it easy. Do you want to talk about the Sunday night game, Patriots Dolphins?
Let's go
Yeah,
and hit that.
yeah,
for both
let's
of y'all.
go ahead.
Let's hit
Let's,
that.
Speaking of
And y'all were with each other.
Yeah,
when
we were
that
with each
happened.
other.
So I'm ready for this.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little lit that night too.
That's
He
okay.
can actually tell you.
That's okay.
What?
Yeah.
So how'd that go? I
was-
can imagine.
It was intense. It was a little freak out moment when I think when you were standing up that
For the field goal?
yeah.
Yeah.
And that happened. I was like, ooh, okay, well this is don't give me hope. Like we always tell each
No, I
other.
get it.
He got up and then the same thing. They were driving and they did that weird backwards throw. I don't know what the hell we're thinking on that one.
Hey, trying to keep it alive.
Yeah, but a game of inches. After originally when I said yes, it was a first down. In my head, it's still a first down. After watching the replay over numerous times as a true football fan, no, it wasn't a first
It
down.
was not a first down. I saw that.
Yeah, we all saw it. But again, it's pointing out very quickly that Dolphins, great team.
Mm-hmm.
Great Tyreek Hill. I mean, once you kind of figure out how to shut down Tyreek Hill in the
One
second
game at a
half.
time.
Right.
Yep.
Kudos
Patriots.
to Christian Gonzalez.
Man, nice pick, man. Nice pick.
I think we all knew who he was.
Yeah.
But to
I
actually
agree
start
with that.
showing it in the league, similar to, I don't want to put Patrick Surtain Jr. on
No,
his
Yeah.
or him on his
get
level.
it.
But you see the flashes, you see it, and the talent, and even Tyreek Hill said it as well. He's like, that's a good one.
He's gonna
Yeah,
be a
I
good
mean,
one.
you could definitely tell that they're building that defense around a lot of the young players, especially that very, very young secondary.
That's
and
never been a problem.
Jack Jones. I mean, with Gonzalez.
Duggar's still young too. Right?
Duggars is young, but he plays so many different positions. Even with Matthew Judon and all these other people, Miles Bryant, you're toast. I don't know why you still play for my team.
You need somebody.
Yeah, and then Jalen Mills on top of that. I mean, just all around great secondary, and then a very, very, very good up front line. Christian Barrymore,
Judon.
and then I forget who, Dichy Wise. I mean, very good defense. Now, on the other hand, if we can only figure out how to get a
house
good
flip.
offensive line,
That's what I was about to
that's
say.
our only
That's
concern.
Not your problem.
And Mac did pretty well for the game. You know, there was lights and
Inflated
hope.
numbers?
Yeah, but
At first half.
at first half he was
Yeah.
just. And that's the thing is like watching this team over and over again. And I mean, you know, being a Bills fan for a long time over there, so disgust.
I mean, well, you got 3/4 of the AFC East
Yeah,
in here.
so-
At
Very
the
true.
same time,
But-
the only team that doesn't matter anymore since Aaron Rodgers went down.
Right, and it's we're really going to see who we are when we play the Jets. With like I said, the Jets are at this right now just crashing. Pun
Yeah,
intended.
well,
Still a great defense.
I was
though.
like defensively,
Still
they
great
should
defense.
still give you a challenge, you know. But I feel like for y'all, the offense has always been the problem. Now, as everybody knows, 12's not walking through that door, so you got to figure it out on that side of the ball. Bill O'Brien, I've never been a big fan, but hey, we'll see what happens with y'all when it comes to that.
When's the last time they've had a superstar receiver? You know?
Never.
Well,
Randy,
no,
Randy Moss.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
That's
Randy.
right.
I'm sorry, 1 year. I'm Randy. I'm
Couple
sorry.
years.
Oh, yeah, he was there for 2 years. But way back, get down and set it back up. And while he was down there, bow.
The spike alone was
Yeah,
just
it's like,
aggressive.
why
like
should I
the
even have to-
flick of the hand after.
Why
It
should I
wasn't
even-
like just toss it. He went spike.
Why should I even have to do it?
When we were watching it together and it was happening live, I was doing like a little play-by-play of it basically, but obviously I used some different language at the time.
Of course.
But it's Belichick staring him down, and instead of what I said originally, it's
Yeah.
you pick it up.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That
Overall, I
was,
think Miami's going to be good this year. I mean, definitely got some missing pieces. I think you guys are going to make some trades and especially get some.
See where we are around the deadline.
Yeah.
once we get to that point in time, all the teams that are on the cusp of needing one more piece here and there, it's gonna be some movement.
Look at this
moving
right point
around.
right now. Look, I had the same record as the Bengals right now, so I'm okay.
I get it.
The
And
Bengals were favored to win the whole thing.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that when we get to that NFL segment. So what we'll do? We'll
That'll
go ahead-
blend into fantasy, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
No, yeah, we'll get into
we'll
that.
get all to that popping. But the season that is going into crunch time right now,
Yes.
baseball. These Atlanta Braves, man.
One more week.
One more week. We have Acuna, Mr. 40-70.
Well, 40-40,
I'm
but
calling him
40-70
40-70 because he's 2 away.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he'll get there.
Yeah, 40-70, which is incredible. I'm lucky I've been able to watch it up close for the most part.
Is the first player to ever do it?
Yes.
To do 40-70?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's the
Yeah,
he's the
50,
first player to
60,
do
and
40-50, 40-60,
Yeah.
40-70.
Incredible. And
He's
the
he
fifth for
was the
40-40.
fifth to join 40-40 last night.
That's
Only Ricky Henderson had power.
Right. I
He
think
kind of did though. Like
but he
people
didn't
don't
get to-
recognize
he
the
did.
numbers.
He
Yeah.
did, but he didn't catch a 40.
What do you think his season high was?
For home runs?
Yeah,
Probably like a
30,
30-something
33.
spot. Yeah, that's
So
good.
he
No,
was
that's
almost
good
there.
numbers. Yeah.
30 is nothing to sneeze at.
No, not at all.
You know?
Especially as many bags as he was stealing.
When people think of him, it's like he probably got like low 20s.
No,
he actually had power.
He was jacked, man.
I would,
He was jacked.
Different
man.
era. Different era.
Different for that era. He was
for
jacked.
his size, for his size. I want to say similar to Ichiro, but Ichiro, when he wanted to,
Right.
could hit a home run.
Yeah, absolutely. Ichiro was always about putting the ball where he wanted to. He was going to slap it wherever you pitched it to. He was one of the best hitters ever. So.
But apparently always put on a show during batting practice, and everyone's like, why don't you do that during the game? And he goes, I do what I want.
Exactly. And that's what you get as a Hall of Famer. You can do that type of stuff. Now, on top of that, Cy Young wise, I feel like Spencer should be getting more love for this Cy Young, man.
His last outing was impressive.
He is, especially when they'll run the numbers, because I think he had his 10th outing of 10-plus strikeouts.
I think it was 11. It was 11.
My
Yep,
point,
that last
that
one. Yep.
once they start running those numbers, and it's like, wait, so the next closest person has what?
That's what I'm saying. Especially when it comes to, I mean, I know strikeouts is a big factor when it comes down to it. And he's what, 30 or 40 above the next closest person.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone's been this close to getting to around the 300 mark in a while.
Oh no, I agree.
So with the strikeouts, with his WAR average, with his ERA, and everything in between,
Bauer wasn't that close?
I feel like he got close, but I feel like Strider is going to be the closest besides someone actually getting to 300.
Gotcha.
He's got maybe 2 starts left.
Well,
If
possibly. I think
possible.
they set it up for towards the end because he just pitched. So with Free going down, it kind of shuffled everything up too with that happening.
So maybe 2 starts
maybe
left.
2 stars. I definitely won.
But again, if you're averaging double digits basically during those starts, that's an additional 20. That'll get you pretty close, you know?
and that should be getting close to John Smoltz franchise record as well on that last start. That depends on how many starts he gets.
Yeah. Speaking of franchise records, Matty Ols.
Yes, man. One away from the RBI record, and he has the home run record already.
Yep.
I don't know what planet I was on. I thought he was in like the 140s for RBIs.
Oh no,
No, he's up there.
Yeah, man.
I thought he was in the 140s.
He
But then someone was like, oh no, he's about to break the franchise record and it's only like 130 or something like that. I was like, What?
It's insane.
There's a lot of solo home runs in there.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No, it's not.
Congratulations to him for breaking Andruw Jones's franchise record, which felt like it stood for 25
It
years.
did, basically.
For the RBIs, I'm sure he'll get it as well. Shout out to Ozzy. Ozzy's
Oh,
on
man.
fire.
Man, listen. If he didn't have that stretch where he got hurt with that hamstring, he'd be right up there with everybody else as far as the conversation goes.
Well, he was in the conversation
That's what
for
I'm saying.
like MVP.
That's what I'm saying.
Like a lot of
Before
people are talking
if
about
he
him.
hadn't got hurt and missed that almost a month, almost with that hamstring.
Give or take.
It was close to a month.
Give or take.
Man, he would definitely be up there because he has over 100 RBIs. He has over 30
For the
home
second
runs.
time in his career.
Over
30 and 100.
Yep. And so, like, as a second baseman, that is impressive. It doesn't happen often. And I'm sitting here looking at stats. Acuna is second in batting average at 337. Slevin. Yeah, I don't know what that was.
I wasn't even sure if anybody else
Lucky
caught
number
it. Like
Lucky
mine.
number 11. That's exactly what that was.
Good
Matt
movie,
Olson,
by the way. Highly recommend.
It was. Matt Olson, 53 home runs. 132, he's leading with RBIs. And Acuna is leading in hits with 209. Now, I don't see how they can still be talking Mookie Betts for a possibility of beating him out of MVP when now he has 40 home runs and Mookie's still stuck at 39 and he's leading in everything else. I don't understand even the conversation just because he's Mookie.
He's
I would
wearing the
let you-
Dodgers uniform.
That's what I'm saying. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Come on, you know this.
Like we said on the last show, though, Acuna has solidified it now. Mookie's going to steal votes from Freddie, and Olson's not going to steal as many from Acuna.
Right.
Acuna wins.
And the
Right,
MLB
Harper?
Yeah.
That's right.
Good
There you
answer,
go,
bud.
That's
And
right.
the MLB writers are always going to be biased on the high-profile teams, and
Oh,
you know
absolutely.
Atlanta doesn't get that respect for the high-profile teams. I
And
mean,
I still
recently, but
But I still don't get how, though, one of the most consistent franchises in baseball for years, regardless of whether we were getting to the playoffs in those runs, we still had the consecutive division streak. We started another streak now as far as consecutive division wins. So, I mean, it is what it is.
I think probably last stat before we move on. Acuna is already 5th all-time for leadoff home runs.
That's insane.
for real,
5th all-time.
That's crazy.
who's number one?
Great question. We'll get that answer.
That is a very good question.
It has to be
For
Ozzie
most of your
Smith.
smell good needs,
It has to be Ozzie
visit
Smith.
RyanBeasley.com.
Ozzie Smith has to be number one. I feel like.
Probably up there.
Yeah,
probably
I
up there
can
for sure.
definitely see that being the case. One more thing when it comes to this baseball situation. Shohei Ohtani, the injury.
See ya.
500 is done. 500 is done. That's his second Tommy John surgery. Now, if you want to pay him as a hitter, what you gonna give him 200? As a DH, you're not doing that.
Make him a closer.
Over how long though?
That's what I
I
mean.
don't think he ever pitches again.
You don't?
No.
His agent came out saying that he'll be a DH or a hitter in 2024, and he'll attempt to pitch again in 2025. But if
Means the dude's gonna bulk up and be a monster.
If that's what I'm saying, if he's not pitching anymore, what does that mean at
that's a
that
good
point
idea.
for him? What does that mean? Because he still has some speed now. He don't want to bulk up too much because he still can run. I'll give him that for his size.
I can see him, since you said he's gonna bulk up and become a monster, I can see him transitioning into Miguel Cabrera,
You gonna
but
put
still
him,
not bad though.
But I'm saying, where you gonna play position wise? You still gonna stay
Outfield.
DH
You'll probably eat your way to first, if not DH.
because he's big enough for first.
I mean, he's still got a great glove in the outfield too. So
Just similar to Bryce Harper. I don't know
Yeah.
how many times you want to keep taking that chance. So
And Bryce Harper saying he's actually wanting to move full time to first base.
yeah, I'm not gonna say first is easy, but
it's not. I mean,
it's a process.
of all the spots to hide someone that possibly is not the greatest defensively, you could probably work him out at first.
And then you have people like Freddie and Olsen who are monsters at first base. And,
That's an unfair comparison, though.
well, I'm just
because
saying
it's
that's
like,
the top of the top as far as
yeah,
Gold
you have
Glovers.
these Gold Glovers
Yeah.
and future Hall of Famers,
Yeah.
and then it's like you got somebody for the Royals or whoever.
Right.
Bobby Witt.
Well, no,
Bobby, he's nice,
probably not
man.
playing first, but he's definitely their future.
He's definitely nice. I like him. So, with that being said, our last part of it, what you got?
I lied. I just had remember. I just had to remember. What is wrong with me?
Words.
The Tampa Bay Rays were blessed to have a new stadium.
Oh, got approved.
Yes, I
They
heard about
do
that.
not deserve it.
No.
Rays fans, you do not deserve your team. You do not show up to the stadium and support them.
And they're
You do
good.
not deserve a new stadium. You do not deserve that franchise. I hope they get taken away from you and moved to somewhere else, but you do not, and the taxpayers should not have to pay that. That's garbage.
Hey, Well said. Well said.
I'm looking straight in the camera and I'm saying
Well
it, but I'm
said,
telling you
man.
right now, the Tampa fans never show up to the
They've
game.
been good for the past 3 or 4 years.
They do not deserve
This is
that
getting
team.
really aggressive show all of a sudden. I
it's-
like it. I
me
like where this
too.
is going.
This is good stuff.
This is going to be a fun episode.
But no, but that's true though. That is a good take because they have been good for the past 3 or 4 years, and even before them, they've stayed consistent as far as being at the top and fighting with the Yankees and the Red Sox, and they don't get any love out
They
there.
went to the World Series.
I know.
Tell me off the top of your head, how many Tampa fans do you know?
2.
One.
Harp, you know somebody?
I got one. Shout out to my boy K Funk. I got.
Do you
one.
want to give him a shout out or no? Yeah, I wouldn't either because they're Tampa.
It's
I
not
got
a real
one.
team.
I got one. Shout out to my homeboy K Funk. He's a true Tampa everything fan, so I give him love because he's been repping them for forever. But other than that, that's the only one I know, and it's tough.
I've met with more Oakland fans than I've had Tampa Bay fans.
Yeah, I can say that.
Yeah.
I've seen more A's fans.
More
and
A's fans than
they ready.
Rays
They
fans.
ready to go just because ownership sucks.
I know more Arizona Diamondback fans than I know Tampa fans.
Those guys come out in floods. I don't know. Understand it.
Shout out to Corbin Carroll too, by the way. Kid's nice.
Yeah, he's
Corbin
definitely
Carroll
their
is
future.
nice.
Zach Gallen obviously will get some Cy Young love
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah,
By the way, I did say this on that show that he's winning Rookie of the Year still.
you did.
Corbin Carroll.
Yeah, he's a monster, man. He's nice. And I think he's over 60 steals right now for this season too.
Yeah, I would say the outfielder for the Cubs. I would say Corbin
Mm-hmm.
Carroll and who else? Is Bryce Elder considered?
Yes,
Possibly?
Yes, he is.
Bryce Elder might get some love,
He might
especially
get
for
some
the
love.
first half of the
We
season.
made the All-Star team, so yeah. I mean that second half, it's been an iffy second half for him. I hope he can shake it up.
The Mets got a pitcher too, the Sanga kid.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah,
Even though technically he shouldn't
It's
be
the Mets.
considered.
Come on.
they
It's
officially
not-
got-
it's
they
not-
officially got
If we're
put
talking
out.
about the Mets right now, then we all have issues right now.
they officially got put out yesterday on a Philly walk-offs against them. So that was.
Oh, I watched that game.
Was
It
fun.
was so
Did
beautiful.
they really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they walked it off.
Officially.
Officially eliminated. Officially eliminated.
Sucks.
Sorry for this
Mets.
overhyped, expensive season that they had.
How does it feel to be $300 million losers, including next year?
Every year they're paying somebody that doesn't
Right.
play for them anymore. Shout out to the Bobby Bonilla deal still rolling. Shout out to him. His agent.
Yeah, it's got like what 10 more years left.
Yeah, man, it's ridiculous.
Hopefully it never
they're-
stops.
They're insane.
Keep on going.
All right, so playoff time. It's crunch time. We're getting into it. Wild card wise, on the National League side, look like it's probably going to be Philly and probably Chicago. That's what it's looking like. Philly and Chicago. And surprisingly, the Marlins are even trying to make a push. They're a couple games out of the second wild card
They're
spot.
young. They're good.
Yeah, so I mean, this
Couple
should be
good
interesting.
pitchers.
We should just need to go in and lock up this home field throughout the playoffs and get ready. I think our first game was officially October the 7th.
Yes.
Saturday, October 7th, waiting on the time and the
Yep.
opponent.
And then next one on the 9th.
You know that's gonna be a 3
If
o'clock
you
game.
don't hate
They
us
hate us.
anymore,
Oh, they hate us, man.
please do not make it a 1 o'clock
They
game.
hate us.
Gonna
It's
be,
going to be
you
like
know it's
2
gonna
o'clock or
be.
something.
They worked
I'll
that
take
East Coast
3.
to
It's
West
going to be
Coast
some
I'll
time.
2
take
o'clock
3.
bull, man. Watch. It's
But
going to be some bull. It's going to be
also-
some bull.
The Braves clearly have been the best team in baseball, let alone the National League, all year. For the sport to continue to grow, would you not want additional eyes on the best team,
The best team in baseball.
right? So why play them at 1 o'clock, which means on West Coast it's a what time game?
What, 10?
10.
No one's waking up for that. So let's be real. If we need to have a central team that nobody really cares about that matchup start as the 1 o'clock game,
That's
then
what they should do.
be honest about it though. What's going to help get baseball through the month of October and fight against college football ratings and fight against NFL and defer NBA news? Let's be realistic. Hockey's hockey, and soccer is soccer.
Yes.
So you know what I'm saying. But
I agree.
The Braves should be at minimum, if not
The second game at the
under the lights.
Yeah.
7 o'clock, 8 o'clock prime time, like 3:30 at the earliest.
I agree. And I think if it was to end today, we'll play the winner of the Phillies and Cubs.
Yep.
So would be interesting. All around.
Yippee! Yeah, here we go again.
Interesting all the way around.
So weird. Deja vu.
Yeah. Right.
No one cares.
Well, I mean, they lost last year.
They do not have many arms left.
That's what I say. The pitching, on top of legal troubles and injuries, the pitching staff's been taking hits, man. So I don't even know if they. Yeah, it was similar to Freed. They say in a finger situation. So I think we'll be fine. Let him go ahead and rest up too when it's time, and we'll take that pitching staff with a grain of salt going into the playoffs. Just make sure everybody can stay consistent. Just be healthy at the end of the day.
It's an interesting choice of words when you said the Dodgers legal troubles and then hitting.
Well, I'm just saying.
Here we go.
Saying.
You know.
Pun unintended.
Well, yeah.
Remember, kids, Harper, you as well, even though you're not a kid. Please keep your hands to yourself. There's
Please.
no need.
I was really waiting for where you were gonna go with this. I was like,
Where is that? But I had a feeling it was going.
Yeah.
yeah. I was like,
There's no need to initiate, but self-defense is always okay.
Absolutely.
That's a great
There
example.
you go.
That is
Well
very-
done, Harper.
yes,
That's a
it's
great
very true.
example.
Tim Anderson example was he did.
Tim Anderson
Yes.
gets
He got
knocked out.
dropped.
Exactly.
He
true.
hasn't had a good year all the way around.
He tried. Hey,
he hasn't.
look.
He hasn't had a good year. It's
When
been
you
a
do the
rough
wobble
year.
on the field, it's always fun to watch.
Man, that
Trying to get back in it.
Nah, it's all
that
good.
well, wouldn't you want to get back in it?
This got laid out, man. Have a good sleep, wake up, rest.
Well, he woke up, but the whole team was still out there. He was like, I got to give you something.
I mean, the Florida Tennessee
For
game.
everyone watching and listening out there, just in case you didn't hear how it started, Harper made a great comment of Jose Ramirez against Tim Anderson.
Yes.
We all remember the Guardians and the White Sox little
Keep your hands to
skerfluffle
yourself.
at second base.
Scrapple.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Cards about Tim Anderson being knocked out, so
That's it.
that'll be the show.
Let's get him a mic.
Yeah,
Let's get him a mic.
Let's
Harper,
go.
open it up.
that's
We
what
love
I'm
you,
talking
bud.
about, man.
Just
I love it.
speak your mind.
Yeah.
Speak your
That's what
mind.
it's all about. That's what it's all about, man. Ooh.
I still want to say, by the way, the Florida Tennessee game when they little scrap at the end that still cracks me up.
That's
Oh, full helmet, squaring up in the end zone.
yeah.
Yeah, let's punch grown men in the face with helmets on. Like what?
I've never understood that part. Why would you punch somebody with a helmet on? And everybody, when they get ready to fight, they throw the helmets on too. Like even in the scuffles,
It hurts,
They
man.
throw them on.
Yeah.
Why? I don't want to punch the helmet.
I'm good.
It's cool. You're gonna go up under, catch something like that, maybe, But overall, no.
Even headbutting.
This has been a fun start to this episode, man.
Speaking of headbutting, how's your head?
Oh, it's great.
What happened?
This guy headbutted
hit my
a
head
computer
on.
last night.
I will bleed for my team.
What?
Plain and simple.
Wait
I
a
will bleed
minute.
for this team.
Wait.
Sorry, no, I was kidding.
Wait,
No.
you're not headbutted. What?
No, so I misjudged the depth of something because it was pitch black at work.
Okay.
And
That's a nice way of saying I'm losing
yeah,
my
so
eyesight.
I'm literally going down to
misjudged
pick something
the
up,
depth.
and I hit myself on one of the game
I
card
don't know,
things.
that red light
So
looked a
I just
little
literally
orange
scraped. I
to
literally
me.
just fall down like I'm just like this, like dramatically for no reason.
For no reason.
Yeah,
You
so-
damn near concussed
But I
yourself.
will bleed for this team. Look, I will bleed for this team. Just kidding.
Damn near concussed. Did you concuss yourself?
No, I was a little scrape.
Okay.
I'm fine.
All right. I had to make sure, man.
Just
That
a little
sound-
scrappy.
That sounds a little dangerous, man. Please be careful.
That's why I'm
out.
wearing the hat today.
Please be careful. Out. That's why you're wearing the hat?
Yeah.
Or you sure? Or you wouldn't have just rocked it anyway, just because?
Well, here's the thing. I did make
down
a
to the
bet.
shoes.
I did make a bet today that if my team does lose, I will be shaving my head.
Whoa!
So
You should have
make that bet with?
You should have led with that.
No.
Who'd you make that bet with?
surprise.
Are you sure your head's all right?
Yeah, I'm great.
Okay.
One of my Derek actually.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
And when you're saying shaving, you talk about like razor or buzz?
No,
Buzz,
Buzz. I ain't
Buzz.
fucking
Okay,
around.
finna
I'm
say,
not-
please. Don't.
I was like,
I know what I look like bald.
you gotta have a special, no dings, no
It's
dents.
just cutting the locks in general, right? We're just cutting the locks.
okay. I
I'm
was
not
wondering.
going. I'm not going crazy. I'm not gonna be like
I was
Mr. Clean
wondering.
out here.
I was wondering. Yeah, man.
Hey, speaking of clean, Digestive Healthcare of Georgia.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
obviously a colorectal screening,
Yes.
and screening saves lives. So make
Please
sure
do.
you don't be a nut and let them look at your butt. Colorectal screening
colorectal
from
screening.
Digestive Healthcare of Georgia.
Please to get your screenings, guys.
On that note, we're heading to the halftime break. You hear the music. Mike, thanks for piping it in. We always appreciate Power 108.9 and the M. Alex Broadcasting Company proudly bring to you episode number 20. We'll be back for the second half.
Big dub.
And it sounds like we're back for the second half of the Gary and Harry Radio Show, episode number 20. Special thank you to Rich Harper. RyanBeasley.com. For most of your smell good needs, visit RyanBeasley.com. Promo code GHS10. My Karma Creations.
Yes, indeed.
Been a minute for the tumblers. Remember we had those pretty cool tumblers?
Do have
Those were dope.
Got the, what do you call those? Not anime, right?
I mean, that's our
cartoon?
cartoon version
Right.
of us.
Cartoon version of
Yeah.
us. MyKarmaCreations.com. That's karma with a K.
Indeed.
Creations with a K as well.
Yes, it is.
Female-owned, lead-powered company, and we are diving into the highly recommend.
Highly recommend. One of our best segments, man. Highly recommend. What you got for me?
The new Expendables movie. Really good, actually.
You're sarcastic, right?
No, I'm dead serious.
Seriously.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wasn't ready
if
for
you're
it.
not a
too.
fan, I'm assuming, of the series.
No, I never really got into it because it was just like all of them have a combined 1,000 years
This
of
is
age.
very
and
true.
I never had any interest.
And also, yeah, that was a pretty good movie. And then if you have literally nothing to do with your life and want to binge watch something, watch Suits, because I literally just binge watched the whole
Oh my gosh.
thing.
It's the second mention
I don't know
we've gotten.
why,
It's the second time we've
but
gotten
it's
Suits.
addictive. It's like, yeah, it's addictive. And then One Piece. I watched that One Piece show. That's based on the anime.
I know what you're
Live
talking
action
about.
one.
I know what
it's
you're
actually
talking
pretty
about.
good if you're into the anime stuff.
I know
But
exactly
really,
what
really
you're
good
talking
show. And then yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Now I can't get into the Expendables thing. I was a fan of the other movies. If you're just into action, bang
Curtis
bang,
Jackson's in it,
Yeah,
man.
if you're into bang bang, action, boom boom, that's unbelievable. That type of thing. Then
Curtis Jackson like 50 Cent?
yeah,
Yeah.
50.
I'm trying not to laugh when you said bang bang.
Bang
Like,
bang, bang bang, shoot 'em
Mr.
up.
9 times himself.
Yeah, bang bang,
But
shoot 'em up.
it's a lot of action sequence. It's not like Stallone fighting everybody anymore. It's like Statham fighting
He don't have
everybody now.
time for that anymore. Dog. His body can't take that.
Oh
anymore.
no, God no!
He's a figure at this point.
All the cheesy like male
The
action puns and stuff. Yeah,
I mean, you got to expect that from the Expendables.
yeah.
Anybody else before I jump into it? What you got for me?
You know, I'm the comedy connoisseur.
I got something for that too.
Country Wayne, if you're not familiar with him, the guy that became famous on Facebook
Yes,
with
indeed.
several children. that he
Wayne
has.
Coley.
What's his last name?
What Coley?
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's from Statesboro, Georgia representative, baby.
He just got his first stand-up special, made it to Netflix.
Very quickly to do that.
Yeah, it's kind of unprecedented to be
That's
honest.
quick.
But give it a look if you haven't seen it. Definitely got some funny parts to it, but he's not a 20-year vet, so you know,
No, you have to go
go
into
with
that.
an open mind.
You have to go into that knowing that he is just not getting to the stand-up game,
Mm-hmm.
but he does a good job. That's part of mine too. I was gonna mention him since you had told me to watch
shit,
it.
my bad.
No, you're fine because I was gonna say you told me to watch it, and I checked it out, and he did a good job, man.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. I was very impressed for him getting his feet wet in the stand-up game, and for that being his first major special.
Yeah.
He did a good job. He carried that. He carried the audience. He kept everybody. He kept you involved through the whole show.
Good storyteller.
It was.
Yeah.
He was. He did a good job, man, with the 10 kids and to bring everything together.
Yeah.
And it was a good show. It wasn't a boring watch. Now, what I will say to go along with the stand up, Tracy Morgan has a new stand up out.
Does he really?
Yes, he does. It's on
Good.
Netflix.
Okay.
So I caught that pretty much after I watched Country Wayne. Tracy Morgan is talking about everything that's happened to him from the Walmart accident to getting divorced again and everything. And if you're a Tracy Morgan fan, you'll like it.
Yeah, I'll
if you
check it
like
out.
Tracy, because
Absolutely.
Tracy is a legend when it comes to that. Harp, what you got?
Fast
Fast and
and Furious.
the Furious, the
X one?
That one that is?
100 and
The one your
Fast
dad
and
hates?
Furious 115.
Why do you hate the Fast and Furious
I
franchise?
can't, man. The first three I like, and then it just went into Expendables. I love the Expendables. I'm like,
No,
guys
yeah.
are doing- I can't.
I mean, when they got Vin Diesel picking up a car with one hand with a machine gun in the other hand to flip the car over to keep shit. Yeah, I mean, of course you're gonna get
I
that
stopped
vibe.
watching whatever one it was. They were on the bridge, and he caught.
Oh, he flew out of the car. Yeah,
caught
I know
him
which one you're
over
talking
on the
about.
other side,
Yeah.
hit his back on the windshield and kind of rolled.
Yeah.
They were good. I said I'm done.
Third one was Tokyo Drift.
Yes.
Yes.
That's when I stopped, and most other people did as well, especially with Paul Walker. So
Yeah.
Well, for me, the last
say too
Fast and
soon.
Furious
We
I
already know.
watched was the last one with Paul Walker. That's the one I was more interested in seeing. After the other ones, I'm like, if I catch it on TV,
I was
I'll
gonna say
catch
there's
it.
two more with Paul Walker. I mean, Fast 5 was still Paul Walker.
It was.
They bought him back.
Coachella still puts up holograms of Tupac, so I guess anything's possible.
Well, his brother from the
Too
last
soon?
from the
Sorry.
one, the last one he was officially in, his brother had to finish that one up. They'd had to do CGI with his brother's face because they look so much alike. They look a lot alike.
Both
Lot
of
like him.
So
They used both of his
messed up.
brothers. Yeah, so they just to finish the movie, he wasn't speaking, but they had his brothers and they CGI'd with that. You could definitely see it. You
And it
not,
was the last scene
You
of the
can
car.
tell.
you could tell. Yeah, you could tell. You
Like the
could
last
tell.
scene of that whole movie.
Yeah, the whole drive off in the split. Yeah. It's the whole thing.
Greatest song ever.
Hey, excuse me, Undertaker. Kane's not available. Put this mask on.
Oh man, that
happened
was
before.
actually we
Happened
before.
can't do
Happened
that.
before.
They did say that happened before. Okay.
Oh, real off topic. I know you guys were talking about wrestling last show, right?
right.
With Michael the Burner Turner.
Yes.
Indeed.
I don't know if you guys had a chance to watch the LA Knight guy. One of the wrestler LA Knight.
New wrestler.
Yeah, he's like a mix of like The Rock and Stone Cold, but you have to check him out. The guy has one of the best like mic skills I've ever seen. He's great in promos. This dude is been
You
lighting
real-
up
you
the
realize
WWE
what you
right
said,
now.
right?
I'm dead serious. This is a true thing.
A mix of those two.
Those two.
right.
Like the mic skills, the control of a crowd. This guy is electric.
so
and
you
have
highly
to-
recommend in LA
highly
Knight.
recommend him. I've been watching him for the last couple weeks,
Okay.
and this guy every time he comes out, he always gets a massive pop, like a John Cena pop almost. So you
okay.
definitely got to check it out if you haven't seen his videos yet.
Okay. And for my last spot on highly recommend, it is horror movie season, y'all. Horror movie time.
Spooky season.
So I'm going to go ahead and say it, and it hasn't even come out yet. It's coming out, I think, October 9th, the new Exorcist movie. Have you seen the trailer for this?
The 6th.
Have you seen the trailer?
Aren't they all the same? I'm sorry.
No, sir. Don't do that. Don't be disrespectful.
Wait a minute. Did you just say something about Thanksgiving?
Right. You said something about a horror movie. for
Yeah, they're making a
Thanksgiving.
horror movie about Thanksgiving pilgrims.
Now that we'll get to that when that
Right.
happens. But
And zombies?
this
Yeah,
this
something like that.
this new Exorcist. You with me, Ryan? This is gonna be insane.
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here for all of it.
The last Evil Dead was really good.
It was
I liked
Evil Dead.
Rise or
Yes,
something
Evil
like
Dead Rising. That was a good one. I shouted that one
Isn't
out.
there
on
their
Highly
new
Recommend.
nun? The nun? There's
Yes,
a new
that
one?
looks like it's gonna be good too.
You can't watch any of these.
It's shut you down, heart.
Earmuffs.
Without seeing the
But what was there was a horror movie about like with the hand.
Yes,
What
that
was
was
that
also,
one?
that one's
I-
also
What was
about
the
the.
name of that?
I don't know
It's-
what it was,
it's
but
about-
I
Really good.
I
It just
saw-
came out too.
I saw the reviews for it, and everybody was loving it of like how creative
give me a
it
hand
was.
or something like that.
Yeah, it
it's
was like
And you stare at it or something.
You grab it and you tell it to show you something and it does something to you and it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know
yeah,
it's supposed
but
to
that's
be,
what
it's
the
supposed to
only
be
horror
legit.
story I heard about that or horror movie that people actually recommended.
But just throwing it out there, yo, it's by horror movie time. Get up on your horror movie buffs. As it is our time of season now. A lot of more horror movie people like myself will watch them year round, but it is definitely that season.
I think there's another Halloween movie coming out too.
Don't now they can let that go. I'm saying I'm
They're actually not bad.
they're not, but I'm just come on,
The newer ones.
come on. They're not bad. No, don't get
Big Jamie Lee Curtis fan?
I love her.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Scream Queen herself, yeah.
Was actually.
Oh, it's season 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard about that. Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine.
That was a stretch for her.
New American Horror Story is gonna have Kim K.
Oh, I've already on it. I'm already
Yeah.
on it, dog. I'm a fan of American Horror Story.
Never seen
I
it.
saw the first episode. See, it's gonna be interesting. It's a weird one for sure. If
Definitely.
you're an American Horror Story fan, it's going right along with all the rest of them. It's definitely weird.
If you're into that though, definitely watch Black Mirror.
Oh yeah, Black Mirror is
Way
dope.
better.
That Black Mirror is dope.
The Hand? Oh, it's called The
Black
Hand.
Mirror is dope. All right, so good, highly recommend segment right there. I think we got some good stuff out of that. Now, let's talk about these main games on the slate, baby, for this college football Saturday.
Here we go.
We got Florida State, Clemson, Colorado, Oregon, Bama, Ole Miss, and the other big game for the night, Ohio State, Notre Dame. Tell me how you feeling. What you got for me? Got some? We can pick if you want to. Go ahead and pick them.
All right, Ole Miss, Alabama. I mean, I think I'm riding Kiffin train, man. I think Ole Miss. Is it in Ole Miss or is it in Alabama?
I think it's
Oxford.
Oxford. So it's in Ole Miss.
Yes. I believe
Jackson
so.
Dart. Jackson Dart's looking good, and I think he's an up and coming.
No, it's at Bama.
No, never mind.
It's at Bama.
Anyways, I still think it's going to be a
7
close
points.
games. Jackson Dart, Lane Kiffin. I think Lane Kiffin's got something to prove, especially going to Alabama. I don't think Alabama's the team that it was in the past. This is, and I know they don't say they rebuild, they reload. No, this is a rebuild. I'm sorry. This is where you guys cannot figure out what your quarterback was, where the last 5 years you had one of the best college quarterback rooms in the country.
Yeah, absolutely. All three
Your
of them are in the
defense
league
does not
right
look
now.
like the old defenses of like what Georgia's now. You don't have any really. I mean, you have Kool-Aid. That's good for you, man.
Kool-Aid's nice,
Kool-Aid's
man.
nice,
He's
but
nice.
that's one player compared to everybody else. You're not talking about Will Anderson.
They're
or,
13th
you
right
know,
now, man.
Yeah,
They're ranked
great.
13th for a
you
reason.
got smoked by Texas. Texas is not that good.
Texas should have beat them last year if yours hadn't got hurt.
But Texas is not that good. Quinn Ewers magically plays well against Alabama. Doesn't play anywhere well
They ran,
against
like,
anything else.
Bijan like 40 times in
Yes.
that game.
Right.
they did.
So, and I think Ole Miss might take this one, let alone it is in Alabama, so the crowd will do what they have to do. So there's that.
Well, I'm taking let's do or die for Bama in this game already in this part of the season. If they have anything,
Well, mathematically, yeah.
if they have anything to give, they have to win this game. At home, they have to win this game in Tuscaloosa today. I'm taking Bama.
23-20 Bama.
Okay, it's gonna be a good one. Should be a slobber knocker.
Slobber knocker.
Slobber knocker.
By God, he's got a steel
JR.
chair.
Yes, indeed.
By God.
Ohio State, Notre Dame.
Stone Cold.
We know where we're going on the other two games. Everybody knows what we're picking.
I think Notre Dame's going to win this.
If they do, that is a huge win for them.
Sam Hartman is that dude's balling.
Old man is
And
balling.
He's like 8 years.
I know.
Old man is
the fact
balling.
that he was on QB1 with Justin Fields.
Yeah.
On that Netflix show, and now Justin Fields is in his third year in the NFL, and Sam Hartman's finally getting out of college.
Yep.
Good for him. But hey, I think South Bend is back. I think they have a chance this year to actually prove themselves, especially with that what's his name, the coach,
Marcus Freeman.
Marcus Freeman.
I
yeah.
like Marcus Freeman, man.
especially after what Brian Kelly did to them.
Yeah. But I'm
Brian
a
Kelly
big Marcus Freeman
Brian
fan,
Kelly right
man.
now is not doing well in LSU, and I don't think he's going to be there for that long.
Brian Kelly.
Exactly.
Who cares?
How many times have we seen this?
Yeah, right.
Exactly. That's exactly how I feel about it.
You
Now,
left Cincinnati in disarray. You left Notre Dame in disarray. You're going to leave LSU in a dumpster fire. Like, this is what he does.
the Kellys, period. I don't care for either one of them. Chip is whatever he's doing at UCLA. Who cares? Like,
He's
whatever.
doing his work.
I'm not a fan of the Kellys, especially when Chip was in the NFL and the
It's gonna make
foolishness
him
he
feel some
did.
type of way. But
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, UCLA is playing Utah. Cam Riser's not playing,
Yes, I saw that.
so
They
there
got
might be a
to
chance
beat 'em.
UCLA
They
might
got a
pull it
chance to
off
beat them.
because they're both ranked.
Oh, one game I forgot about is it's a top 25 matchup. Penn State and Iowa.
Penn State.
That's a good rivalry though. They always have a back and forth. Penn State has a good defense again this year.
Chop
That defense
Robinson.
is nice. Yeah, that defense is nice over there at Penn State. I'll take Penn State in that game too. I'm taking Notre Dame because I feel like Ohio State doesn't have the quarterback this year.
Yeah,
I
Kyle
don't
McCord is
see
not
it.
the answer.
Yeah, I don't see it.
you always still got running backs, though. You know,
And-
and some plays, a couple pieces on defense.
How is Marvin Harrison getting the ball? That's why I'm curious.
I was just going to bring him up. How do y'all feel about this? They
and
say
the rounds.
They say Marvin Harrison Jr. is the best wideout coming out of the draft since Megatron.
That's
Since Calvin Johnson, Marvin Harrison Jr. is
Calvin
the
Johnson was
best.
a beast. When he was
I
coming
saw
out
him in
there.
high school, Southside representative down in Sandy Creek when I was at Whitewater. So I saw him up close and personal before he went to Tech. So that's a whole nother monster for me when it talks
It's a
about Calvin
hard,
Johnson.
hard take.
Yeah, now you're making me think.
That's a lot, man. That's a lot. That's a lot to think
That's
on.
that's definitely a hard take. I would
It's a
say.
hard one, man, because you have to think about all the receivers.
There's
since
been
then
a
that's
lot of
coming
good
out.
receivers coming out of college that had that kind of same skill set, but I don't think.
As far as can they be that dominant? That's the key.
Yeah, I
The
think
skill
right
set's there
now.
for a lot of these receivers coming out, but can he be that dominant?
I think right now with the NFL right now being so dominantly receiver heavy,
Oh, it's huge. Yeah.
and back when Megatron was playing, there was not that dominant, and everyone knew Calvin Johnson, Andre Johnson.
He's a mold of the T.O., Randy Moss type style. Like that's the kind of mold we're talking now. We're
You
talking,
had the size of DK Metcalf, but also the skill set of Randy Moss.
right.
Let's be honest though. The name is
That's
a
what's
Hall of
keeping you
Famer,
going.
you know?
Yeah,
Like-
What is if he can produce and be anything close to that? That's a Hall of Fame career. Talking about his dad's a Hall of Famer now. Did his dad have Peyton Manning and his dad could run all the routes and could get open at any point in time? Sure. But if he can hone that type of skill, at that size, because he's bigger than his dad.
Here's the problem. It's a fun conversation to have.
Yeah.
Because again, it's just coming out of college. You can compare him after he's put up some years in the league of who had a better start: Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, him, whoever. But it's kind of like an open-ended statement because it's your opinion at the end of the day.
It is.
Since Calvin Johnson, who came out of Georgia Tech in 04?
Something like
Sure.
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
05, whatever. You're saying that in the last 18 years.
yeah. That's
There
what I'm
has
saying.
not
That's
been-
a
The thing
lot.
about also got to remember with Calvin Johnson that Georgia Tech team changed their whole offense because of him. Because
But
they
they-
were doing that still
They were,
Triple
but
option.
triple option.
Yeah.
Then they finally for one season like
I
that
remember
one
the quarterback. Who got the quarterback name? Who knows it?
Oh, shit.
Come on,
Chance.
somebody give it to me.
Georgia Tech.
Yeah, who's throwing the ball to Calvin Johnson? You know, Mike. You know who it was, Mike?
Give me an initial at least.
First and last RB. First and last RB. You
Ryan
gonna hit
Brown.
yourself in the
Yeah.
head. Let me know when
Give
you're
me a
ready.
sec. Give me a sec.
Let me know when you're ready. You know it, Mike? I haven't seen you pop up. You don't know it? Okay.
You don't know it.
Go ahead.
Move on.
Reggie Ball.
Red-
Yeah. Reggie Ball.
Fair enough.
Threw it far enough behind him where he had to jump backwards and catch it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. One of the best catches you'll ever see because Reggie Ball was throwing the ball.
Good for him.
But yeah, so think about that one. It's a good question for later. We'll definitely see it after he gets drafted, of course, next year. But they saying top 3 pick. So we'll see.
Yeah, I could see him going top 5, just depending on what franchise needs him. But that's a bold statement.
It is. Now we're gonna hit this real quick. Of course, me and you both taking those over Clemson. You taking Florida State over Clemson today?
I'm taking Florida State. Is it in Florida State or in
Tallahassee.
It's in Tallahassee,
Sorry,
yes.
my bad.
It's okay.
Okay, so it is in Tallahassee.
Hold on.
I still,
No, it's in Death Valley.
it's in Death Valley.
It's in Death Valley.
I still think Florida State takes this. It's really going to come down to the fourth quarter and who's the better quarterback. Cade Klubnik, whatever,
Yeah,
heck
whatever
his
it
name is. I don't think he has the chops that Travis does. So I think Florida State takes it. I think they win by 3.
Okay. We know where we're going. That's
Yeah.
easy. That's easy. No need to explain. And then it comes down to we know you're picking Oregon. Okay. We know. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. I see you. What you got for me?
No
You taking
question.
you taking Oregon? Or you going with Coach Prime and Shador?
There's not gonna be much defense because Travis Hunter's out.
Yep.
Right.
The last place defense in the country, by the way.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Good for y'all.
They give up
Right.
more sacks than
And
anybody else as
y'all
well.
are averaging
Offensively, that's
y'all
good.
are averaging how many yards a game right now? Like 500 yards a game.
586. We're
Yeah.
sixth best SP team in
Yeah.
the country.
Having a 27-year-old quarterback, Bo Nix, I'm sure that helps.
Yeah.
But do y'all play defense?
No.
I did in high school.
No.
Oregon.
No.
Yeah. No, this is a way better team.
I mean, yeah, they have a better. Y'all have better defense now, but
Like
historically,
you have a
no.
Kayvon Thibodeau. All right, obviously.
No.
Do you have a Kayvon
Yeah, they
Thibodeau
have
on the team? Do you have
Angle's brother.
something-
Ah, yes, he is nice.
Yeah.
Who?
Ugo Angle's brother.
Yeah.
DJ.
DJ's brother
Yes.
is
Yeah.
a linebacker,
Linebacker.
safety.
Linebacker. I think.
We have 3 of the best Pac-12 cornerbacks too.
It'll be some defense out there. It's a good matchup secondary wise. It's a good
It's Dan
matchup.
Lanning's defense. That's
Right.
the thing. It's not like
In Oregon?
in Oregon.
44-38 Oregon.
Take it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shootout. I think that 21 is too much. I'm still gonna take y'all. I like the run that Coach Prime is on, but I think y'all will beat them by no more than 10 points. No more than 10. I don't think. But we'll see. Yeah,
6,
we'll
right?
see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's it.
All right, well, we got a few minutes. Let's transition to the pros, baby. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Yes, indeed. Look, I'm coming with it already. I know we got Florida State today, but these birds are 2-0. A lot of people didn't expect that the first time since 2017.
Going in the Lions Den.
Yeah, I want some of that action. Let's go.
And Dan
Similar
Campbell feel.
type, similar type of team. Both gonna run the ball. Both gonna play physical defense. I'm taking my Falcons by 7. I love it, and I'm ready to roll. Hey, that's right. I'm with it. That's right. I'm with it.
When is the last time the Falcons were 3-0 to start the season?
Probably around 2015, 16, when we were having those runs to the NFC Championship all the time, when we had Tony G and Roddy and Julio at the same time. Around those times, the first 2-0 was 2017. And that was the first 1-0 since 2017 too, which lets you know how things went after that Super Bowl. But I digress.
I think you guys, like I keep telling everybody, if you guys are doing this and you're one piece short, which is the guy who's catching the ball and throwing the ball, I think you guys are very, very potential to be scary next year.
I appreciate that.
Especially
and I
with
agree.
how deep this quarterback class is this year.
Oh, yeah. Got some dogs coming out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now, I will say.
We all say that in like an early young college football season.
Watch,
and
they-
then the 8 deep that we all thought might be in the first 2 rounds ends up being like 3.
Yeah,
So-
that's true.
You don't think Arthur Blank is sitting there and be like, I want Sanders. I want to draft Sanders.
I'm
Fine
sure
with
he
me.
has a top 10 wish list
Yeah.
Fine with me.
on his board, but
I take Shador right now.
at 2-0 right now, you're not taking any of those kids.
No.
You're worried about this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
So tomorrow in Detroit,
Yeah.
It's
I'm
gonna be
with it.
a battle. I will say that.
No, that's what I agree. I think it's going to be one of the better games of the week as far as looking at the slate. Now, there's some good games out there this week.
contain Hutchinson.
Yes.
Contain Houston.
Gibbs. He's getting the most of the touches because Singletary's hurt.
Yeah, but I was just saying, like the way your offensive line has been playing
yes,
with McGarry and Matthews.
Yes.
Be careful of Reynolds, too.
Yeah, Josh Reynolds.
Josh Reynolds is
Monroe
scary.
St. Brown is gimpy, but he's still a Monroe St. Brown.
It'll be a good game.
Yeah, it should be. But historically, I don't care who's been the quarterback, the coach. We always have a tight game with the Lions. The Stafford years, we will always have come down to the last drive for some reason. I don't know why. But I think it should go the same. It should be a great game.
Yeah.
Now we'll transition to y'all, your boys.
Mm-hmm. Against the Broncos.
And that's a big game for the Broncos. They need this one.
They need it.
They
but
need it.
This game's in Miami. Bradley Chubb gets to play against Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Vic Fangio gets to coach against Denver. I think we're going to be up for this game.
Yeah.
New England held us down for a majority of the game.
Yep.
Mike McDaniel, everyone's favorite dad joke of a coach.
Did you see him chase run
From the
do a race from the
cameraman?
cameraman?
Yeah.
Not only that, but then when he was asked of what is your game plan with Patrick Surtain, he was like, his dad? What about
Right,
it?
right. Exactly.
And he's like, yeah, I know he's really good. He shut down like half of the field kind of thing. I'm excited for the matchup. I'm hoping Tyreek can,
so-
outproduce.
Little fantasy shout out real quick.
Oh, here we go.
In our fantasy league.
Yeah, we got a quarter of the
I now
fantasy
have-
league right
it's
here.
like I now have Tua as my starting quarterback. Just made that deal happen. So, hey, bombs away.
That was a very impressive
right.
trade.
Bombs
when I saw
away.
it come across the screen.
Bombs away. So thank you. Me and Alex. Shout out to Alex. We made a deal happen. We always do good business.
I'm a very fair commissioner. I'll give everybody an opportunity to vote against it.
Yeah.
It was up there. Everyone had an opportunity. It might not look fair at first when you just read the names, but if you do the math, I thought it was fair.
Cool. I appreciate that. Sounds good to me.
I approved it. I voted for it.
Bombs away once again for Miami Dolphins for me, and stay healthy too, because I can help. You can help me out all year long. Now for your boys,
If we don't win this game, our season's over.
you're another team that's 0-2. You have to win this game.
Look,
Jets, Zach Wilson, come on, y'all got to make it happen.
it's all good, but like I said, if we cannot beat Zach Wilson,
You
we're
beat him
all-
every
we're all
time
issues.
y'all played him. Y'all
Yep.
beating him down. He hasn't scored a touchdown against y'all.
this is the only chance to prove to New England fan base that Mac Jones is our quarterback. If this is the case and we lose to the third division or the second division team,
I don't know if that proves it, but okay.
I get what you're saying.
yeah,
I got the opportunity to watch Week 1, the Jets and Buffalo with Rich over at Sports. We're not going to talk about how that game ended.
but even for Rich,
But-
it's I know for him the frustration of
Harper, you want to talk about it? We can talk about it.
But even for Rich, it's just like I know his frustration because of so much expectation from a quarterback and getting so close and not even touching it. And I mean, I can't imagine those Kelly years for you as a Buffalo fan have not been good to you.
It's like a Costco sample, but you don't get to eat it.
Yeah, it's just like
You only get to smell it.
you got to taste it, but you don't get the whole thing. All right.
Please one more. Please one more. please.
But that's the thing is they're riding high on their quarterback. Our team is taking steps backwards, and that's the concerning portion. But at the end of the day, with Bill O'Brien, you know, Crazy Bill himself, the hooded one, doing some crazy stuff about who was it? He stole Will Greer from the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
So now the emergency backup quarterback is Joe Mixon
Yeah, it's weird.
because he stole Will Greer off the practice squad.
This dude is
Watch this.
cerebral.
Watch
Yeah,
this.
he's cerebral.
Watch this. I got something for you.
Final word.
Is Bill on the hot seat if y'all lose?
No.
Is
Come on, man.
he ever on the hot seat?
No.
Ever until he
No.
wants to leave?
Look, this man is Joe Paterno.
I'm
in
just
the NFL.
asking.
Not exactly what I should have said, but now that I actually said it in my
Not the
head, I was
Joe.
like, ugh.
Go Bobby Bowden or something.
There you go.
There
I'll
you
take
go.
that.
I was just asking, man.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, we
I can
got
still
our
chop to this.
We
I
got our
appreciate you.
hometown
I
picks
can still
in.
chop to this.
Hey, that's what we on this weekend.
Episode 20 was in the books. Thank you so much to the M. Alex Broadcasting Company, Power Mike 108.9. We got Rich, we had Harper, we had RyanBeasley.com for most of your smell good needs in the building. Promo code GHS10. Sko Ducks with Andrew.
Sko
Learned that one today.
Ducks.
Yeah, go Noles, baby.
21 we'll schedule in the future, but most importantly, looking forward to Dion Cole on Saturday coming
Hey.
up with Mike and Tasha.
2 nights.
Yeah, in
nights in
case
town.
you didn't get your tickets, there is another night available. I guess it's on Sunday. Go
Go
Braves!
Braves. Go Bravos,
Go
baby.
Braves.
Thank y'all.
Peace.